मणिधाम रतन मंदिर मनोहार वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहर वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहर आवृता कालिंदी रे राजहंसा केली करे काहे शोहे कनक कमाला आवृता कालिंदी रे राजहंसा केली करे काहे शोभे कना नेक्स्ट माला तारो मध्ये हेमपीठ रत्न तारो मध्ये हेमपीठ अष्टदले वेष्टित अष्टदले प्रधान नायिका तारो मध्ये हेमपीठ अष्टदले वेष्टित अष्टदले प्रधान नायिका तारो मध्ये रत्नासने बोसिया छे दुई जाने श्याम संगे सुंदरी राधिका 1 2 3 पीठा चे दुई जन श्याम संगे सुंदरी राधिका रूपला बन्य राशि अमियां पडिछे खासी हास्य परिहास संभाषणे रूपला बन्य राशि अमियां पडिछे खासी हास्य परिहास संभाषणे नरोत्तम दास कय नित्य लीला सुखमय सदा स्फुरुक मोर माने नरोत्तम नित्य लीला सुखमय सदा first go back to first माने वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहर वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहर वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहर वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहर हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहर वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर आराम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे 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 राम हरे हरे जय राधा माधव राधे जय राधा माधव जय राधा मदन मोहन राधे जय राधा मदन मोहन राधे जय राधा गोविंद राधे जय राधा गोविंद जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधे जय राधा गोपीनाथ जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय राधा जय राधा दामोदर राधे जय राधा दामोदर राधा जय राधा गोकुलानंद राधे जय राधा गोकुलानंद जय राधा रमण राधा रमण जय राधा रमण जय राधा रमण जय राधा जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम वृंदावन धाम जायो, वृंदावन धाम जायो, वृंदावन जायो, वृंदावन धाम, वृंदावन धाम जायो, वृंदावन जय गौरानिताय, 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 जय गौरानिताय, जय गौरानिताय, जय गौरानि जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण जय भक्त हनुमान, सीताराम लक्ष्मण जय भक्त हनुमान, जय राम लक्ष्मण जय भक्त हनुमान, सीताराम लक्ष्मण जय भक्त हनुमान, जय जय प्रभुपाद, 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 जय जय प्रभु प्रभुपाद, प्रभुपाद, जय जय गुरुदेव, 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 जय जय निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। Hare Krishna. So today there is no PPT as such. So I can stop sharing my screen. Prabhu, is my screen still being shared or stop na? Yeah. Okay. So Hare Krishna. So again, welcome everybody to this Sunday morning program. Kartik month morning program is very special. Unfortunately, I could not attend last 3 Sundays because I was out of station. So I was missing all devotees very much. इंग्लिश में करना है कि हिंदी में आज? इंग्लिश, मोस्टली इंग्लिश, बीच बीच में ऑटोमेटिकली सब हिंदी में काम. ओके, सो इफ यू रिमेंबर, let's first begin with जय श्री ओपनिंग ऑल्टर. प्रभु ओपनिंग ऑल्टर. जय श्री राधा माधव की जय, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय, श्री राधा दामोदर की जय, श्री गौर निताय की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातां सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च. नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्रिषे नमः. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते. तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृषभानुसुते वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। तो आउट ऑफ 12 मंथ्स, दिस दामोदर मंथ और कार्तिक मंथ इज वेरी वेरी स्पेशल। ये जो 12 महीने होते हैं उसमें से दामोदर महीना, जिसको कार्तिक मंथ भी बोलते हैं और दामोदर मंथ भी बोलते हैं, दैट्स वेरी वेरी स्पेशल। इन दिस मंथ वी विल सी देयर आर मेनी फेस्टिवल्स, एंड दिस मंथ इज अ मंथ ऑफ प्योर डिवोशनल सर्विस। तो इस महीने में, और ये भगवान को बहुत प्रिय है, दिस मंथ इज वेरी वेरी डियर टू लॉर्ड कृष्णा, वेरी डियर टू लॉर्ड कृष्णा, सो मच so that even if we chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we get many many times more benefit. So therefore, right now we chanted 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Actually, it is very very spiritually uplifting this month. But if we are not careful, he is doing something in the pillar there. So abhi mana kar sakte, can do it after some time. This month, though this month is very special, अगर हम इस बात को ध्यान नहीं रखेंगे, if we are not conscious of it, if we are not careful about it, then this month will go just like any other month. Days are passing by. Just few days back, you all wished each other Happy New Year, correct? Just few days back, right? 2025. Now 2025 is about to get over. So days are passing by, months are passing by, but if we are conscious about the speciality of the month and we do something special or something different, then we get the advantage. Just because of, this is October month, Kartik month, just by that we don't get any advantage. So we should be extra careful that in this month, if we can do some more austerity, if we can do some more book reading, Srila Prabhupada book reading, if we can do some more chanting, anyway, every day we are offering lamp, so we should be extra careful and extra conscious to do more devotional activities in this month, because any devotional activity done in this month will give many, many times more, 1,000 times more result. And to read from Bhagavatam, to hear from Bhagavatam in this month is also very, very special. In fact, Srimad Bhagavatam has a very interesting history. श्रीमद् भागवतम के पीछे एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग हिस्ट्री है। हम सब जानते हैं किसने बोला श्रीमद् भागवतम? सुखदेव गोस्वामी स्पोक श्रीमद् भागवतम। लेकिन सुखदेव गोस्वामी जब अपने माँ के गर्भ से निकले थे, जब पैदा हुए थे, ही वॉज एक्चुअली 13 ईयर्स, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, 13 साल वो अपने माँ के गर्भ में थे। नॉर्मली इन ह्यूमन बींग्स कितना रहता है? 9 months, right? But Shukdev Goswami was for how much? 13 years, because he was already a very, very exalted soul. He was already spiritually very, very enlightened. He was not a devotee, he was a ब्रह्मवादी। ब्रह्मवादी मतलब क्या होता है कि वो मटेरियल वर्ल्ड से ऊपर है, लेकिन अभी तक कृष्ण का डिवोटी नहीं बना है। So they are above the material world, they are transcendental. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na shochati na kankshati. They are transcendental, but still they have not developed a pure devotion to Krishna. So we can think of material world to be like zero or negative, right? Material world is like negative. Brahman platform, that is like zero, and then becoming a devotee is like positive. So Shukadeva Goswami was already in the transcendental platform, but he had not yet become a devotee. So what had happened was, he was thinking, I do not want to get out in this material world. I do not want to come out of the womb. Therefore, he was there for 13 years. मेरे को बाहर नहीं निकलना है। लेकिन Lord's arrangement was such that Bhagavatam has to be spoken through him. So he came out, and as soon as he came out, he started running towards forest. बोला घर में नहीं रहना है मेरे को, जंगल में जाके अपना साधना करना है, मेडिटेशन वगैरह जो भी उनको करना था। He started running. पीछे पीछे कौन भागने लगे? व्यासदेव, उनके पिताजी। Who was the father of Shukdev Goswami? व्यासदेव। तो you imagine the scene now. Shukdev Goswami is running. पीछे पीछे who is running? Vyasdev. Because Vyasdev wanted to catch him and speak Bhagavatam to him. But Shukdev Goswami was saying, no, nothing to do this world. I want to run away. I want to run away. And then Vyasdev could not catch. So Vyasdev came back. व्यासदेव वापस आ गए। अब क्या किया व्यासदेव ने? व्यासदेव सेंट हिज डिसाइपल्स। व्यासदेव के जो शिष्य थे, उनको व्यासदेव ने भेजा, जाओ and speak these 2 shlokas to him. भागवतम से। सी भागवतम डिड नॉट कम व्हेन व्यासदेव स्पोक इट और व्हेन सुखदेव गोस्वामी स्पोक इट। भागवतम तो इटर्नल है। कृष्णा ऑलरेडी स्पोक भागवतम टू ब्रह्मा जी, चतुश्लोकी भागवतम, द सीड वर्सेस। तो भागवतम तो हमेशा से है। तो व्यास देव ने बोला कि ये जो दो श्लोक है ना भागवतम के, दीज टू श्लोकास, अपने डिसाइपल्स को बोला, ही टोल्ड हिज डिसाइपल्स गो एंड रिसाइट दीज टू श्लोकास टू सुखदेव गोस्वामी इन द फॉरेस्ट। उसमें से एक श्लोका ये वाला है जो अभी हम लोग रिसाइट करेंगे। तो जब सुखदेव गोस्वामी ने वो श्लोक सुना, when Shukdev Goswami, in fact, when Shukdev Goswami heard that those two shlokas, immediately he got attracted to the Supreme Lord. उस समय तक उनको भगवान के प्रति अट्रैक्शन नहीं था। ही वॉज नॉट अ डिवोटी, ही वॉज लाइक अ ट्रांसेंडेंटलिस्ट, लाइक जीरो, माइनस से जीरो में थे वो, पर जीरो से प्लस में नहीं थे। But after hearing these two shlokas, Shukdev Goswami's natural love for Krishna started awakening, and he got spontaneously attracted to Krishna. Then he came back, and then Vyasdev taught entire Srimad Bhagavatam to him, and then we know later Shukdev Goswami recited entire Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. So this shloka is 3 to 23. Acha, I have to share my screen, I think. Zoom is always a tension wala cheez. Share. Okay. So we all will recite this shloka. Very, very nice shloka this is. Everybody is able to see? मैं दोनों में हिंदी और संस्कृत, इंग्लिश और संस्कृत दोनों में दिखाता हूँ इधर, so that we can recite. So please repeat after me. अहो बकीयं स्तनकालकूटं जिघांसयापाययादपि असाधवी लेभे गतिं धात्र्युचितां ततोऽन्यम् कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम। अहो बकीयं स्तनकालकूटं जिघांसयापाययदपि असाधवी लेभे गतिं धात्र्युचितां ततोऽन्यम् कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम। अहो बकीयं स्तनकालकूटं जिघांसयापाययदपि साधवी लेभे गतिं धात्र्युचितां ततोऽन्यम् कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम। So this is Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, second chapter, 23rd shloka. One of those two shlokas which attracted Shukdev Goswami to become a devotee of the Lord. Similarly, Chatush Kumar जो है ना, four Kumaras, वो भी पहले devotee नहीं थे, वो भी ब्रह्मवादी थे। There is a difference between ब्रह्मवादी and मायावादी. मायावादी नहीं थे ये लोग. Mayavadis are also impersonalists. Brahmavadis are also impersonalists. There are two kinds of impersonalists. लेकिन मायावादी जो impersonalist होते हैं, they are wrong. They are offenders of Krishna because they say कि this form of Krishna is Maya. The pastimes of Krishna is Maya. So they deride the form of Krishna. So which is like committing aparadha to Krishna. So Mayavadis are Krishna aparadhis. They also think Krishna has no form. Krishna is impersonal. In fact, whenever they see the form of Krishna, they say नहीं नहीं ये तो माया है. When they see लीला और pastimes of Krishna, they say ये तो माया है. तो ये अपराध है कृष्ण के प्रति. लेकिन ब्रह्मवादी कौन होते हैं? Who are the Brahmavadis? They are also impersonalists, not because they neglect the form of the Lord, just because they do not know about the form. उनको पता ही नहीं है उसके आगे का. तो जब पता चलेगा तो वो आगे चले जाएंगे. You understand the difference? So Shukdev Goswami is one example of Brahmavadi, who when he heard the two shlokas of Srimad Bhagavatam, one of them was this, he got attracted and he became a devotee. Similarly, Chatush Kumaras, they were also Brahmavadi. But when they smelled the fragrance of Tulsi leaf at the lotus feet of Krishna, remember, Chatush Kumaras had gone to Vaikuntha and Jai and Vijay, उसी समय when Lord Krishna came out, what is there at the feet of Krishna always? भगवान के चरणों में हमेशा क्या रहती है? तुलसी महारानी. तो वो तुलसी महारानी का जो फ्रेग्रेंस था, जो अरोमा था, वो स्मेल कर कर ये चतुष कुमार का अट्रैक्शन टू कृष्णा डेवलप्ड एंड दे बिकेम डिवोटीज, यू नो. सो इमेजिन व्हेन वी स्मेल, वो जो हमको नरसिंह आरती के बाद वी गेट द स्मेल, एवरीबडी स्मेल करिए. जो इंसेंस जो भगवान को ऑफर होता है वो स्मेल करते हैं हम लोग, फ्लावर स्मेल करते हैं. इमेजिन द पावर ऑफ स्मेल. यू नो, कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस इज सच अ ब्यूटीफुल मूवमेंट, इट इज सच एन अमेजिंग प्रोसेस कि हमारी इंद्रियों को क्या चाहिए, आंखों को क्या चाहिए, सुंदर सुंदर, नाइस ब्यूटीफुल थिंग्स टू सी. वी सी हाउ ब्यूटीफुल इट इज, correct? Therefore we make beautiful temple, we make, you know, beautiful deities, you know. Krishna is anyway very beautiful. So why we do that? So that our eyes can become very happy. Ears, such nice music, such nice kirtan, you know, such nice Krishna katha, it makes us happy. Similarly, nose, smell, you know. So this is Krishna consciousness process, that we should fill all our holes with the absolute whole. We have many holes in our body. Eyes का hole है, ears का hole है, nose का hole है, mouth का hole है. How can we fill mouth? प्रसादम, और वी कैन स्पीक कृष्ण कथा. इनपुट आउटपुट दोनों. इनपुट क्या करने का? प्रसादम. एंड आउटपुट कृष्ण कथा और हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So, yeah, so Krishna consciousness. So we should fill all the holes of our body by absolute whole. So that is how Chatush Kumaras became devotee. So anyway, coming back to this shloka. So this is in 3rd canto, 2nd chapter and 23rd shloka. What does this mean? Alas, how shall I take shelter of one more merciful than he who granted the position of mother to a she-demon Putana, although she was unfaithful and she prepared a deadly poison to be sucked from her breast. Aho Bakiyam. Baki कौन है? बकासुर की बहन. बकासुर की बहन बकी, which is Putana. So Aho Bakiyam Stan Kalkutam. On her breasts she had put what? Kalkutam. Kalkut नाम का जो poison था, that she had put on her breasts. Why? What for? To kill Krishna. You know. And then Api Asadhavi. You know. She is like, of course, a demon. Lebe Gatim. क्या किया कृष्णा ने? क्या गति दिया उनको? What destination Krishna gave to Putana? Dhatri Uchitam Tatonyam. Dhatri. Krishna made Putana, gave Putana the position of Dhatri or mother or nurse in spiritual world. कम वा दयालुम शरणम व्रजेमा. इससे ज्यादा दयालु कौन होगा? कम वा दयालुम. हु कैन बी मोर मर्सीफुल देन दिस लॉर्ड, जो कि किसी को उनको जो मारने आया है उसको वो मदर बना दिया. दिस लॉर्ड, यू नो, शरणम व्रजेमा. आई वांट टू टेक शेल्टर ऑफ सच पर्सन. व्रजेमा. Taking shelter is always a matter of action. It's not a static thing. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Aham sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. Vraja matlab chalna. In Vrindavan, you know, since this is Kartik month, you know, many devotees are in Vrindavan, they will be doing Vraj parikrama, Vraj mandal parikrama, या व्रज बोलते हैं वृंदावन को. व्रज actually means to walk. तो जब बोलते हैं कृष्णा, when Krishna is telling sharanam vraja, means come in my shelter, come. You know, sharan is not a matter of just sitting idle, you know, or it is not a matter of emotion, it is a matter of action. Through our actions we should take shelter of Krishna. Here also Uddhav is telling, this is Uddhav is speaking this verse, sharanam vrajema, like that. So he is remembering how Krishna is so merciful that somebody who has come to kill Krishna, Krishna is making him his mother. That is the mercy of Krishna. तो वंस गौरंग प्रभु was telling in one of his classes कि सोचो पार्लियामेंट में अटैक करने के लिए कोई टेररिस्ट आए. Imagine one terrorist has come to attack the parliament and you catch that terrorist and you make him prime minister. This seems so awkward. Somebody has come to attack the parliament and destroy the government of this country, and you catch him red-handed and you promote him to become prime minister of the country, right? That is what is Krishna doing. And this is Krishna's advertisement. देखिए, जब कृष्णा इस दुनिया में आए, आई मीन इन दिस वर्ल्ड, हाउ मेनी इयर्स बैक ही केम? सम 5200 300 इयर्स बैक ही केम. तो आने के बाद सबसे पहला राक्षस किसको मारा कृष्णा ने? पूतना को मारा. सो दिस वाज लाइक एन एडवर्टीजमेंट. दिस वाज लाइक कृष्णाज एडवर्टीजमेंट कि देखो, मैं, मेरी कृपा का ये कमाल है. You know, this is the power and the greatness of my mercy, that somebody who has come to kill me, I am making her my mother. You know, so this was Krishna's advertisement. We don't need screen, too. Don't worry. We don't need screen. Yeah. So, yeah. So this is what we are going to discuss today. Chapter 2 and chapter 3 from Srimad Bhagavatam. If you remember last time when Bhagavatam class happened, I think in between some special topics were taken, but last time when His Grace Kartikeya Prabhu had come, how many of you were there when Kartikeya Prabhu was here? That Brahmachari who had also released his book, right? So Kartikeya Prabhu, if you remember, he was speaking on what? Uddhav and Vidur. Remember? He was speaking about Vidur. So he was speaking on Canto 3, Chapter 1, wherein Parikshit Maharaj is asking Shukdev Goswami, Ki Shukdev Goswami, tell me about Vidur Maitre Samvad. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, as we know, Sanatan Dharma is very, very special. Why? Because it does not tell us, ye karo, ye karo, ye karo, aise karo, वैसे करो. ये नहीं करता है Sanatan Dharma. In Sanatan Dharma, there are many conversations. In our scriptures, if you see, there are many conversations wherein people are inquiring, they are asking questions with each other. Bhagavad Gita is what? Conversation between Arjuna and Krishna and Sanjay and Dhritarashtra. Srimad Bhagavatam is conversations, many conversations. What are the conversations in Srimad Bhagavatam? Shukdev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. Other conversations? Shaunak Adi Rishis and Suta Goswami. Other conversations? Vidur Maitre Samvad. So Vidur Maitre conversation is a very special conversation in Srimad Bhagavatam. ऐसा बताते हैं कि when two great people talk, when two great personalities are talking, everybody should pay attention. Of course, if they are talking something secret, then we should not go and try to hear what they are talking. That's not the point. Therefore, I always say every right understanding has a wrong understanding. Can everybody repeat, please? So, Shastras say when two great people are talking, please hear. This does not mean when two people are talking confidentially and some secret thing they are talking, you are going and hearing. That's not what they are saying. What they are saying is, in general, whenever they are discussing things, they are discussing about Krishna. And when two great people are discussing about Krishna, not only these two are getting benefited, the whole world gets benefited. And therefore, Parikshit Maharaj is asking Shukdev Goswami, अरे मैंने सुना है वो विदुर और मैत्रेय कुछ तो डिस्कशन कर रहे थे, they were talking about something, can you please tell about that? That is what Vidur is asking. And then Shukdev Goswami starts speaking this, right? And that is where first he tells कि कैसे दुर्योधन ने विदुर का इंसल्ट किया था. Remember Kartikeya Prabhu talked about that in the last class, that how Duryodhan insulted Vidur, and Vidur took that as an opportunity to intensify his Krishna consciousness. That is how great devotees see adversities. जब भी हमारे लाइफ में कुछ गलत होता है या उल्टा हो जाता है तो क्या करना चाहिए? हाय हाय क्या करें, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. या ओ कृष्णा, व्हाई यू आर सो क्रूअल, व्हाई यू डिड दिस टू मी. नो, दिस इज नॉट हाउ devotees behave. How devotees behave? First of all, they thank Krishna. What is the first thing they do? And second, use that as an opportunity to serve Krishna more. Use that as an opportunity to intensify your sadhana. That's how devotees behave. In fact, कौन डिवोटी है कौन डिवोटी नहीं है उसका टेस्ट तभी होता है जब हम विपरीत परिस्थितियों में आते हैं. When we go through negative situations in our life, that is when we come to know who is a devotee and who is not a devotee. Just like, see, we have sponge. वो foam होता है ना, foam, sponge. जैसे in this Vyasasana there is sponge. So बचपन में in childhood we have done that play. We took a sponge and we put it inside bucket of water, right? And then you take out. Now if you squeeze, what will happen? तो जब हम squeeze करते हैं तो अंदर जो होता है वो बाहर आता है, correct? Similarly, when somebody pokes us, poking it means what? कि जो हमको चाहिए उसके अलावा कुछ कर रहा है, somebody is poking us or some bad situation is coming in our life, then हमारे अंदर जो होगा वो बाहर आएगा. तो अगर हमारे अंदर लस्ट होगा तो लस्ट बाहर आएगा, ग्रीड होगा तो ग्रीड विल कम आउट, एंगर होगा तो एंगर विल कम आउट. लेकिन अगर प्योर डिवोशन टू कृष्णा होगा, देन व्हाट विल कम आउट? प्योर डिवोशन टू कृष्णा. Just like it, sponge, if I soak in milk and if I squeeze, what will come out? Milk. If I soak in mango shake, what will come out? Mango juice. Similarly, if we are soaked in pure devotion, when tough situations come, what will come out? Pure devotion. That is what happened with Vidur. It is so important to understand. There is one of my favorite shlokas which we all should remember. It is in some Subhashita somewhere. It says, I think I have discussed this earlier. काकः कृष्णः पिकः कृष्णः को भेदो पिक काकयोः वसंत समये प्राप्ते काकः काकः पिकः पिकः. Kak means crow, pikah means koyal. How does crow speak? Ka. Is it like a very nice music to hear in every morning? You want to shut down, you want to mute, crow. How does a koel pika speak? Coo, coo. Is it a good musical thing to hear? You like to hear that in the morning. So what is the shloka? The shloka is not about ka and coo. The shloka is, what does the shloka say? Kakah Krishna. Krishna means black. Kaka is black. Crow is black. Pika is black. Kakah Krishna, Pikah Krishna. Ko bhedo pika kakayo. What is the difference between pika and kaka? Both are black. Vasanta samaye prapte. When rainy season comes, kakah, pikah. When they open their mouth, to clear ho jata hai who is crow, who is koyal. Similarly, when tough times come in our life, and everybody should pay attention to this. Will tough times come in our life or not? It could be because of people, it could be because of situation, it could be because of things. My laptop may get stolen. Idhar hai laptop, isliye I am tension. Laptop may get stolen, somebody may do something to me, or some situation may become unfavorable. All of a sudden, something bad may happen to us, right? But whenever these things happen, they are like Vasant Samaye Prapte, then Kakah, Pikah. Tab pata chalta hai kaun kya hai. So therefore, similarly, Vidur, because he is such an exalted devotee of Lord, and Prabhuji had told last time he was Yamaraj only actually. Correct? We remember that. I'll not get into all those details. So Shukdev Goswami started from there. That ऐसा करके विदुर को insult किया था. But since Vidur is a great devotee, what he did? He used that situation to become a better devotee, to intensify Krishna consciousness. So he went out on a Tirth Yatra. And Tirth Yatra karte he went to Prabhas Kshetra. Prabhas Kshetra is in Gujarat. And that is Dwarka and all that, right? That's where Krishna was there in the later days. And that's where Yadu dynasty was, abolished, and all that. So there he went to the bank of Yamuna. उधर भी यमुना उस समय flow करती होगी. He went to the bank of Yamuna and he found Uddhav. And Vidur started asking Uddhav about the well-being of Yadus, because Vidur was feeling a lot of separation from Yadus and Krishna and everybody. And Vidur started asking Uddhav, अरे थोड़ा यदूस के बारे में बताइए, क्या चल रहा है उनका, how is Krishna and everything. And Uddhav, as soon as Vidur heard of Krishna, Uddhav became silent. It is said for one muhurta he became silent. One muhurta कितना होता है पता है आपको? कितना होता है one muhurta? 48 minutes. 48 minutes होता है one muhurta. तो एक मुहूर्ता के लिए for 48 minutes Uddhav became silent. As soon as Vidur asked, "Arey, can you please tell something about Yadu? Can you please tell something about Krishna?" Uddhav became silent for 48 minutes. Bhagavatam describes why he became silent. Uddhav is himself such an exalted devotee that as soon as he thinks of Krishna, as soon as he hears of Krishna, as soon as he remembers Krishna, he gets into trance. एक इमोशनल एक्सटेसी, एक डिवोशनल एक्सटेसी में चले जाते हैं वो. And in this case, he was also feeling separation from Krishna. And Uddhav knew that Krishna has left. ये उसके बाद की बात है. Krishna had left. So Uddhav says, so पहले तो उद्धव अपने इमोशंस को कंट्रोल नहीं कर पाए. And he showed all those 8 ecstatic symptoms. अष्ट सात्विक विकार. Ashta Sattvic Vikar. The 8 ecstatic symptoms he showed. Perspiration, hair standing on the end, and then tears coming out like this, and trembling and shivering and all that. And then he spoke. He said that, "Arey, Krishna's sun has already set in this universe. इस यूनिवर्स में कृष्ण का सन सेट हो गया है, अभी किसी और यूनिवर्स में होगा, तो वी ऑल आर सो अनफॉर्चुनेट." Because Vidura is inquiring about well-being, Uddhav is telling, "Arey, what well-being? Now Krishna is not there." One point to be noted. हमारा वेलबींग किससे डिसाइड होता है? हाउ मच मनी वी हैव, हाउ मच प्रॉपर्टी वी हैव, हाउ आवर फैमिली मेंबर्स आर डूइंग वेरी नाइसली. डज दैट डिसाइड आवर वेलबींग? Yes, to some extent, but that's not real well-being. Why it is not real well-being? Many reasons. Number one, it is illusory. It is giving a false sense of satisfaction. Number two, it is temporary. Abhi hai, next moment something wrong will happen. That is the nature of this world. So therefore, वो जो sense of satisfaction या वो जो sense of well-being होता है, वो permanent नहीं होता है. That is always with a problem. But whenever you are feeling satisfied and happy because of Krishna, that is real satisfaction and happiness. Now please ponder over this point, dear devotees. It's very important. Let's say we are all feeling very happy and comfortable and satisfied. We have to ask ourselves that, am I feeling happy and satisfied because of prasadam? It is good, but not best. Why not best? Today you are getting good prasadam. I hope so. Tomorrow, whether we get good prasadam or not, we don't know. Okay. Are we getting happiness and satisfaction because of my money? If yes, it's a problem. Why? Because as we discussed, tomorrow it may not be there. Similarly, and then we should ask, am I getting happiness and satisfaction because of serving Krishna and serving devotees and because of holy name and because of Bhagavatam? If the answer is yes, then it is good. It is not that as devotees we cannot be happy and we should not look for enjoyment. No, no, no. We are made for enjoyment. Anandamayo bhyasat. That is the nature of soul. We are supposed to be happy. Sometimes some youth devotees, when they are coming new to Krishna consciousness, and when they are told so much that, oh, don't look for your happiness, serve Krishna, then sometimes they get confused. Prabhuji, when we are becoming happy now, what to do? Is it sense gratification? इतना वो brahmachari training में, so much of sense gratification is told that anytime someone is becoming one person is becoming happy, they wonder, is it sense gratification? So much tension it creates in life. But we should understand the philosophy very clearly. The philosophy is not that you cannot be happy. The philosophy is don't look for happiness through senses. Look for happiness through Krishna, by serving Krishna. That happiness which we get because of serving Krishna or because of serving devotees or by Bhagavatam or by chanting Hare Krishna, that happiness is wonderful. That is good. We should not say no to that happiness. That is nice. We are supposed to enjoy, but with Krishna. So Uddhav, he went into all this emotional, all these devotional sentiments, and he started feeling separation from Krishna. And then, why is this not going? Yeah. And then Prabhupada writes on very important point in the purport. Prabhupada says that Uddhav is in very old age right now. And Uddhav, who is Uddhav, by the way? He was a cousin of Krishna and an associate of Krishna. Always he has been with Krishna, Uddhav. And actually he very much looks like Krishna. So from his childhood, he has been an amazing devotee of Krishna. And he has always remembered Krishna and worshipped Krishna from his childhood. And now, right now, Uddhav is very old. When Vidur is meeting Uddhav, Uddhav is very old. But yet Uddhav is still a pure devotee and is still completely full 100% with pure devotion to Krishna. And Prabhupada writes in the purport that this is the nature of pure devotional service. It never becomes old. It never becomes boring. And Prabhupada writes an amazing statement, there is no retirement in Krishna consciousness. It's not that, oh, when I was young, I did a lot of service to Krishna. Now I have become old. Now others will do service. I will relax and enjoy. No. Prabhupada writes, devotional service is not like that. Service to Krishna is not like that. Service to Krishna, we want to keep doing more and more and more. Of course, our body may become weak. So then we are trying to serve in some other ways. But the desire to serve, the eagerness to serve Krishna will keep increasing day by day, day by day. There is no retirement in Krishna consciousness. And similarly, Uddhav, as soon as he heard of Krishna, he is getting reminded of so many things. And he is telling, Krishna has already left and all that. And then what Uddhav does? After this, Uddhav starts feeling separation from Krishna. And he starts remembering Krishna, his beauty, his activities, his pastimes. देखिए जब भी हम कृष्णा से सेपरेशन फील करते हैं, when we feel separation from Krishna, the moment we remember Krishna or the moment we hear about Krishna, we immediately are with Krishna. Because Krishna is absolute. Since Krishna is absolute, the moment we say Krishna, we are with Krishna. Because Krishna, the name Krishna and Krishna himself are non-different. They are same. What is that shloka? नाम चिंतामणि कृष्ण चैतन्य रस विग्रह पूर्ण शुद्धो नित्य मुक्तो अभिन्नत्वम नाम नामिनोः. नाम चिंतामणि कृष्ण. कृष्णा का जो नाम है वो क्या है? चिंतामणि है. इट इज लाइक टच स्टोन. उसके टच में जो आएगा वो स्पिरिचुअल बन जाएगा. जस्ट लाइक दैट मिदास हैड दैट थिंग, whatever he would touch, it would become gold. So whatever will come in touch with holy name, it will become spiritual. Naam Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Ras Vigraha. Holy name is not dead material sound vibration. Holy name is Chaitanya. It's living. That's what we say every morning, Harinam Prabhu ki jai. Holy name is a deity. Holy name is living, full of consciousness. Chaitanya Ras Vigraha. Holy name has a form. Chaitanya Ras Vigraha. Purna Shuddho. It is always pure. In toilet? Yes or no? Yes. Inside toilet while passing stool. Imagine. Can you say Hare Krishna? Yes. Can you take your bead bag inside? Bead bag अंदर नहीं ले जाने का. हरे कृष्णा बोल सकते हैं. So, because Purna Shuddho, Nitya Mukto, eternally liberated. It is not, holy name is not of this world. Holy name is out of this world. Golokera Prema Dhana Harinama Sankirtan. Golokera Prema Dhana Harinama Sankirtan. Holy name is not of this world. Imagine by the Acharya's mercy, by the mercy of Krishna, what we have got. हमारे पास एक ऐसी चीज है जो spiritual world की है. It is not of this world. See, everything else is of this world. You know, whatever iPhone 17, this mic, everything is of this world. But holy name is not of this world. That means anytime we are chanting Hare Krishna, we are directly in spiritual world. We are directly in connection with Krishna. It is like a spiritual mobile. See, inside lift, many times mobile signal does not come. Correct? But Hare Krishna signal will always come. Inside lift, under car, inside 80 feet underwater, wherever it may be. Holy name signal will always come. You know, I had gone to this scuba diving. I don't know when, sometime Andaman Nicobar when we had gone for our vacation. We had gone to scuba diving. I thought it was a nice thing to try. Let's see how it is. I was at first very scared, because there you have to breathe by mouth. Nose is clear. I mean, they put something. I don't know how many of you have done scuba diving. They put something like this, and you have to breathe in, breathe out by mouth. Initially, it took some, little this thing, because water is not our natural situation to be in. But once you get used to this breathing in and breathing out by mouth, then you feel comfortable. The moment I felt, and then we went inside, down, inside we went down. And then I was seeing all the fish and everything. And then I was thinking, and actually I did that, and somehow Krishna reminded me. I chanted some shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. I started speaking Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And I was thinking that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement is what? पृथ्वीते आचे जेता नगरादि ग्राम सर्वत्र प्रचार होइबे मोर नाम. Whether it be underwater, whether it be in sky, wherever. Therefore, in planes also we should chant, and all that. But it's very nice. Holy name can always connect us to Krishna wherever we are. Wherever we are. Similarly, Uddhav, he started thinking of beauty of Krishna. He started thinking of all the pastimes of Krishna, activities of Krishna, and by doing so, he felt connected with Krishna. This is called as union in separation. He is feeling separation, but yet by remembering, he is feeling union, and that is actually very intense. That feeling of separation with Krishna increases our love for Krishna many times, and that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. If you see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always in the mood of separation from Krishna, and he is crying in that mood. And that is the highest feeling of love. That is the highest feeling of love. It is said, I just want to spend 2-3 minutes on remembering Krishna. When we say we have to remember Krishna, so what is the goal of life? What is the goal of life? To get love of Krishna, to go back home, back to Godhead, to remember Krishna. Suta Goswami says, to hear, worship, remember and glorify Krishna is the purpose of life. What for? To hear, worship, remember and glorify Krishna. So we should hear about Krishna more and more, more and more, more and more. We should worship Krishna more and more, more and more. Every householder in our home, we should have an altar. हमारे घर में एक मंदिर होना चाहिए. और भारत में तो संस्कृति में होता ही था. Now today the new homes which they are making, that is not having puja room. But the traditional homes which they used to make, actually earlier if you go, more traditional houses, they would have a full courtyard. They'll have tulsi in the center. The way they would construct old homes, if you know, like grandparents' home and all that, you see the home was constructed in such a way that sunlight and air and all will come nicely everywhere. And the courtyard, there'll be one big room which will be the puja room, and there'll be tulsi in front and all that. That's how they used to make earlier. Big area dedicated to Krishna. Then gradually, homes became more like a matchbox flat, no sunlight, no air. Homes became like a flat, but still sentiment was good. Devotional sentiment was there. There used to be puja room. Then after puja room, people became shy. Arey, how to serve Krishna like this? What will people say? Ek room, already 2 BHK, 3 BHK are so expensive things. So one room you have given to Krishna. No, take him out. Cupboard is enough. Then where did Krishna go now? Altar. Kidhar ho gaya altar? Cupboard ke andar. You have seen so many homes wherein one of the cupboard door is altar. Correct? Then from there, Krishna went there. उसके बाद क्या हो गया? No, cupboard is also so precious space. We have so many things. 10 watches, 4 mobiles, 6 bags, so many clothes. So Krishna cannot be in the cupboard now, very premium space. So under the stairs, कोई ऐसा स्टोर रूम जैसा हो गया साइड में इधर उधर, दैट्स वेयर इट इज. फिर भी some sentiment was there, but now in today's the modern homes which they are making, there is no provision only for any of this. But that's not how it should be. To hear Krishna, to remember Krishna, to worship Krishna. So I was saying every householder should have a nice prominent altar, and in that every day we should worship Krishna. And that is how we can purify ourselves, by worshiping Krishna. And we should try to glorify Krishna more and more. Wherever you have an opportunity, speak about Krishna, tell about Krishna. सो रिमेंबरिंग कृष्णा इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो हम कैसे रिमेंबर कर सकते हैं कृष्णा को, कौन बता सकता है? लेट्स डू अ क्विक एक्सरसाइज. कि सूत गोस्वामी एंड ऑल आचार्यज आर टेलिंग दैट वी शुड रिमेंबर कृष्णा. In fact, Prabhupada in one purport he writes that we should mold our life in such a way. अपनी लाइफ को ऐसे अरेंज करना चाहिए कि 24 आवर्स वी कैन रिमेंबर कृष्ण. ना चाहते हुए भी Prabhupada says you cannot but remember Krishna. Even if you don't want to, you will remember Krishna. Now, can you tell me what all practical things you can do in your day-to-day life by which, even if you don't want to, you will remember Krishna? Tell me one by one. What, as householders, what all practical things we can do in our day-to-day life by which, knowingly or unknowingly, whether we want or not, we will be remembering Krishna. Things like that. Okay, so Deepti Mataji is telling one thing that, we can maybe notebooks, our notebooks, may have Krishna picture, or keychains may have Krishna picture. Only problem is we do not promote Krishna keychains that much, because wo keychains, if we are going to toilet with the keychain, so Krishna pictures we should not take to toilet. हाँ, पर ऐसा if we have some keys which we are not taking to toilet, surely we should put Krishna keychains. So every time we are doing it, but then we should make sure that we are not, throwing it as cash. Prabhu, take it. See, we have a lot of habits. हाँ, हाँ, बैग में लगा दिया. So sometimes we put some things here to Krishna लगा दिया. That is one answer. Paramita Mataji, you are saying something. Very nice. हम जो भी काम करते हैं, ऑफिस वर्क और our wherever, in kitchen, in office, at home, wherever is our workplace, where we spend more time, we can put some Krishna picture. Living area, put some Krishna pictures. Okay, very good. Any other example? What we can do to remember? Yes, Banu Prabhu. Prabhu, once again. Anadi or Anant? Anadi Prabhu. Just once again. I'll ask Manu Prabhu first. Yes, Manu. Hare Krishna Mahamantra stickers we can put here and there, so that chalte firte ek bar pad liya Hare Krishna. You see, once, in one newspaper, people had written some bad things about Hare Krishna people, and they were saying these Hare Krishna people are like that, these Hare Krishna people are like that. And when Prabhupada read it, he said, forget about all of that. Just count how many times they have written Krishna. As many times they have written Krishna, that many times they are getting benefited. Because that is the power of the holy name. So Hare Krishna likha hai, pad liya to Hare Krishna pad liya. That's how we become. Yes, Anadi Prabhu. Very nice. Our wallpaper or screensaver in mobile laptop. We can put some Krishna pictures there. Any other ideas? Very important. Very important. Now यहाँ पे दो चीजें हैं. We all have many devices at our home. Daily सुबह कृष्णा कीर्तन लगा दिया, कृष्णा आरती लगा दिया, like that. Like my mother and father are here right now. So my mother has this habit, morning Mayapur 4:30 a.m. Mangal Aarti happens, and this Hare Krishna TV, everything is there on internet these days. Every morning you put that. She attends all that aarti like that, she does, So many devotees have these habit, very nice. Or even if not that, we can put some nice bhajan kirtans in the morning. And at least one thing to everybody must do. Today, Bhavana Mataji is not there. She has gone to Vrindavan. She is our gift shop in charge. But everybody should have that machine, that Prabhupada Kirtan box. 24/7 you can switch it on. No tension. You don't need to switch it off. Of course, volume sometimes you can make it less. We should also be conscious that nothing should disturb others. So let's say Paramita Mataji talked about putting pictures in our workstation. As long as it is personal and private to us, we should do these things. But we should always be sensitive to others. We should not impose our things on others, especially in professional environments, especially at workplace. We should not do that. I think, Chirag Prabhu, you were saying. We can pray more. At least we can begin our day with Krishna. See, our daily routine. These things are all external things we talked about. But our daily routine we should make in such a way that we should try to put some exclusive time for chanting. We should try to do some aarti. We should try to offer bhoga. Offering bhoga should not be just one person's duty in the home. Typically in our householders home, what happens is, maybe one lady of the house or whoever, सब बोलते थे, आप भोग लगाओ, आप भोग लगाओ, like that. But we should also be eagerly looking forward. अरे नहीं, today I have not offered bhoga. I should also offer bhoga. It's not a burden. We should not see service as burden. We should see similarly cleaning. All of us should be eager to clean. Not that, it is this one person's responsibility and this one person has to clean. Okay, good, I will just quickly go away. No. Lakshmi Jis are waiting in line to clean temple hall. And we are getting that opportunity. And it's not just about this temple hall. It's also about the temple hall in our home. So if we have that attitude, with that attitude, we are living not in the material world, but in the spiritual world. That's what it is. It is all a matter of consciousness. Therefore, ISKCON का full form क्या है? International Society for Krishna Consciousness. You see how Prabhupada is so amazing. It's all about consciousness. I think a few more hands. Yes, Mataji. Alexa, play Krishna. Alexa is also big. Next life, Alexa will become devotee. And all these companies, they will also get some devotional credit. Seriously, when we use one, there is, I think, Janan Prabhu or Tamal Krishna Maharaj, there is one pastime, you may remember this, that the car stopped and there were many trees. He got that apple fruit, and then apple fruit he sat down and offered to Krishna. And then, all the trees actually got benefited, like that. So whenever we are using anything in service of Krishna, those things are getting benefited. So whatever paper and notebook we are using to write our notes, class notes, those trees from which this paper is made, those trees are souls, they are getting benefited. Yeah, it is like that. And the 24/7 Prabhupada Kirtan or, chanting and different, which we put, all our mosquitoes, insects, Diwali time is there now. So many light insects will come now, right? All of them will get benefited. We should think like that. Then, life becomes really amazing. So coming back to remembrance now, so we should try to do so many things, posters. One more thing is we should hear lectures more and more. And last time, if you remember, Harini Mataji and Sumedha Shila Prabhu, they had displayed that Vaikuntha Vani. How many of you have purchased that Vaikuntha Vani already? Very good. Every morning, as soon as you wake up, switch it on. Don't worry about which lecture. Don't get into that trap. Just start. Let it play from wherever it is playing. And let it be for 5 minutes. Whatever you heard, 5 minutes of Prabhupada, that will save us. We have been rotting in this material world. But that will save us. So we should have these habits. Or driving, cooking. My wife, when she is ironing, she hears Nitai Sevini Mataji. Nitai Sevini Mataji's lectures. Whatever you like, hear about Krishna, like that. So remembering me, there are more things we can do. Guna, Roop, Leela, Nam, Dham, Seva. So when we are remembering Krishna, what does it mean? What are you remembering? You can remember Krishna's form, Roop. Uddhav is doing that. As soon as Vidura is asking Uddhav about Krishna, what is Uddhav doing first? He is remembering the beauty of Krishna. रूप. तो आप कृष्णा का रूप स्मरण कर सकते हो. और वो जब कर रहे हैं तो भी हम क्या कर रहे हैं? कृष्णा का स्मरण कर रहे हैं. Then gun, activities. That's what Uddhav does next. After remembering the beauty of the Lord, Uddhav starts remembering the various activities of the Lord and the various qualities of the Lord. So gun is qualities and Leela is activities. So Roop, Gun, Leela, Nam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. नाम रिमेंबर कर रहे हैं तो भी कृष्णा को रिमेंबर कर रहे हैं. गुण रिमेंबर कर रहे हैं तो भी कृष्णा को रिमेंबर कर रहे हैं. रूप रिमेंबर कर रहे हैं तो भी कृष्णा को रिमेंबर कर रहे हैं. लीला रिमेंबर कर रहे हैं तो भी कृष्णा को रिमेंबर कर रहे हैं. धाम, when we are remembering the dham, like Vrindavan, Ayodhya, Badrinath, Dwarka, whatever dham, when we are Jagannath Puri, whenever we are remembering dham, then we are remembering Krishna, because Krishna is non-different from these things. Guna, Rupa, Leela, Nam, Dham, and very important, Seva. So each one of us should have some Seva. Now there are two kinds of Sevas. One is hands and legs wala Seva. Hands and legs wala Seva matlab kya? You come to center, somebody is folding chatai, you help him in folding chatai. You are helping in serving prasadam. This is all hands and legs wala Seva. There is mind wala Seva. Mind wala Seva means you have taken some responsibility. So one thing is to actually serve prasadam. The other thing is to worry about, where is prasadam? Not like where is prasadam, I'm hungry, not like that. The prasadam in charge. is thinking, "Hey, Prashadam has not come. Okay, let me make a phone call. What happened? Is it? Of course, now it does not come from somewhere else. Now it is from top only. Or so when we take up responsibilities, are you getting the difference which I'm trying to make? One is hands and legs wala seva. There is no responsibility. It's like, okay, you are there, you are doing it. You started, you finished, and that's it. With that, do we remember Krishna or not? Yes, we remember Krishna. But when we take up mind wala service means what? You have taken up a responsibility. That means even when you are not in the center, you are thinking about it. Like for example, Nilima Mataji for Janmashtami, she took responsibility of flower and decorations. So Mataji, tell me, were you thinking about flower and decorations only on Janmashtami day or before also? 2, 3 days before also, you were thinking? 1 month, because she took the responsibility of the flower services and decoration service, not only on the Janmashtami day, but 1 month before Janmashtami, she was thinking about flower and decorator and flower and decorator. And because it is service to Krishna, what is she remembering actually? Krishna. So Seva ka Smaran is also Krishna ka Smaran. That is also there. So therefore, we all should be eagerly looking forward to taking up some Seva which requires you to think even beyond a center, like even after center, not only on Sunday, those 3, 4 hours, but even on regular days. Venkatesh Prabhu, probably all regular days are getting occupied by thinking about Seva, right? So Mahesh Prabhu, all those who take more and more responsibilities, you will see that your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday also, you are thinking about Seva, like that. Okay, so then what Uddhav does? Uddhav, first he starts thinking about apparent contradictory activities of Krishna. See, Krishna is absolute truth. हम जब contradictions बोलते हैं ना, गरम ठंडा, right? Can garam and thanda both be together? It is contradictory. Either it is hot or it is cold. It cannot be both hot and cold. Let's say this water. Let me just drink little. This is right now little on a cooler side because room temperature is also cold only. Can I say it is both hot and cold? वो एडवर्टीजमेंट में चलता है मैगी हॉट एंड सार एंड ऑल दैट वो एक्चुअली but actually you see either something is hot or something is cold, because in this world this cannot coexist like this. But Krishna is absolute. This world is duality wala world. Duality, there are always two, but Krishna is one, and in that, in him everything is there. So Krishna के अंदर hot भी है, cold भी. Can we understand by our brain? We cannot. It's achintya. So easily it is said all contradictions get resolved in Krishna, because everything exists in Krishna. Anger also exists in Krishna, love also exists in Krishna. He can be both love and angry both at the same time. In fact, his anger is also love only. Just like every morning we sing Narsingh Aarti. Huh? Tava kara kamala vare nakhamadbhut shringa dalita hiranyakashipu tanu bringam. What was Hiranyakashipu feeling? Every time we saw Mahavatar Narsimha movie, every time Narsingh Bhagavan was giving a blow to Hiranyakashipu, what was Hiranyakashipu feeling? Very nice. What was Hiranyakashipu feeling? It was like a thunderbolt. Every time Narsingh Bhagavan was giving a blow to Hiranyakashipu, it was like a thunderbolt to Hiranyakashipu. But at the same time, we are saying, Tavakara Kamala Vare Nakham. Your hands are so soft like lotus. We say na lotus hands, lotus feet. Huh? So Narsingh Bhagavan's hands are soft like lotus, or they are like thunderbolt for Hiranyakashipu? Both. So contradictions get resolved in Krishna. When Krishna is dancing on Kaliya, what is Kaliya feeling? Every head is appearing like many thunderbolts on Kaliya's head. That is what Kaliya is feeling. But what are the Vrajvasis when they are seeing? What are they thinking? How soft feet, and so nicely he's dancing. It is so nice, right? Again, contradiction. So like that, Uddhav is remembering various contradictions in Krishna, which is possible with Krishna because he is absolute. What contradictions he is remembering? First, he is saying, see, Krishna is unborn, Aja. He is unborn. With Aja, every time I hear a word Aja, I always remember one thing. See, Sanskrit is such a language in which one word has many meanings. We say Sanskrit is a very scientific language. Scientific language does not mean everything has only one meaning. That's not what it means. Okay, let me just clarify this. Many times when we preach to new people, we say Sanskrit is a very scientific language. It is suitable for computer programming and all that stuff. And our Shastras are written in Sanskrit, therefore they are so precise. Like that we say. Somebody who is a little bit more intelligent, they will say that, my dear sir, in Sanskrit, one word can have many meanings. See, that's why there are so many interpretations, right? Otherwise, why should there have been confusion? If Bhagavad Gita as it is, if Sanskrit is as it is, why should there be confusion? Why should Prabhupada have to write Bhagavad Gita as it is if Sanskrit is so precise? Correct? Now you see there is a contradiction. So how to understand this is as follows. Sanskrit is a very scientific language. What does it mean? The rules of grammar are very precise. If you are talking to one person, this is what you will say. Two, dvivachan, bahuvachan. Ek vachan, dvivachan, bahuvachan. So if you are saying two, it will say au. Like, what's that? औ वाला कोई श्लोक बताओ ना जिसमें औ है. वंदे रूप सनातनौ रघुयुगौ श्रीजीव गोपालकौ. Raghuyugau, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. So in Sanskrit is so precise that the grammar का जो rules है संस्कृत का वो बहुत precise है कि दो को बोलना है तो ऐसा वर्ड होगा, एक को बोलना है तो ऐसा वर्ड होगा, पास्ट टेंस बोल रहे हैं तो ऐसा वर्ड होगा, फ्यूचर टेंस बोल रहे हैं तो वर्ड विल बी लाइक दैट. इन दैट सेंस संस्कृत इज वेरी साइंटिफिक एंड वेरी प्रिसाइज. But every word can have multiple meanings, and therefore acharyas become important. Therefore acharyas become important. That किस word का क्या meaning लेना है, and so that we understand the right meaning of the shloka. And therefore Prabhupada wrote Bhagavad Gita as it is. And therefore the translations of acharyas are very important. So similarly, this word aja comes in our shastras to describe Krishna. Aja means what? Aja, unborn. But in Sanskrit, aja also means goat. Meh. Goat, not greatest of all times, not that goat. गोट भी ग्लोरीफाई हो गया अभी. गोट में वाला इसलिए आई क्लैरिफाइड में. So Aja means goat also, and Aja means unborn also. Now when these Britishers, when they had come to India, you know what they did? There were some Indologists. They read our Shastras and they gave wrong meanings to it. And they told, what kind of people you are? You are worshipping a goat? And then we said, we never thought like that. Point. Then we stopped worshipping. Because we thought we are worshipping goat, Aja. But Aja does not mean goat. In this context, Aja means unborn. And Lord is unborn. Anyway, coming back. So Uddhav is thinking, oh, Lord is Aja, unborn. But he is taking birth from Vasudeva and Devaki. So he is remembering all the contradictory activities. Then he is thinking, Lord is all powerful. And he does not fear anyone. But because of fear of Kamsa, he is running from Mathura to Vrindavan. When Krishna appeared, what did Krishna tell Vasudeva and Devaki? What did Krishna tell Vasudeva? Please take me to Vrindavan. So Uddhav is thinking, he is fear personified is afraid of him. He is not afraid of anything, and yet he is running away out of fear of Kamsa from Mathura to Vrindavan. Then he is thinking that, oh, those who are coming to kill him, he is liberating them. And then he's thinking of Putana. And in that context, the shloka he remembers, Uddhav. The shloka which we recited right now, in that context he is remembering. That those who are coming to kill him, he is delivering them. And then he is also remembering Shishupal. Because Krishna delivered Shishupal. Even though Shishupal was so envious. So Uddhav is remembering all these contradictory activities of Krishna. And then he remembers the unparalleled qualities of Krishna. He remembers unparalleled qualities of Krishna. So please see what is he doing. He is remembering Roop, and then he is remembering his Leela, various activities, and then he is remembering qualities, Gun of Krishna. In that shloka 3.2.21, in that shloka, Uddhav is remembering some qualities of Krishna. Let's discuss those qualities. First he is saying, he is Asamya Atishaya. Who is Krishna? Asamya Atishaya. What does it mean? Asamya, मतलब कृष्णा के बराबर कोई नहीं है. Asamya and Atishaya, कृष्णा से बड़ा कोई नहीं है. That is first quality. Asamya Atishaya. Anybody remembers one more name of Krishna because of this? Same thing. Nobody same, nobody greater. Asamordhava. Asamordhava. Sama मतलब बराबर, urdhav मतलब बड़ा. Asamordhava मतलब nobody. So what is one of the definition of God? There is nobody equal to him and nobody greater than him. And similarly, Uddhav is remembering here, Asamya Atishaya. There is nobody equal or greater. First quality he is remembering. देन ही इज सेइंग त्रयाधीश, बोलते हैं द्वारकाधीश। द्वारकाधीश मतलब द्वारका का नायक, द्वारका का लीडर, द्वारका का मास्टर, द्वारकाधीश। सिमिलरली एनी अदर अधीश वी नो, देवाधीश इंद्र, न्यायाधीश। सिमिलरली उद्धव इज थिंकिंग त्रयाधीश। व्हाट डज त्रयाधीश मीन्स? तीन चीजों के मास्टर, तीन चीजों के मास्टर। एंड ही इज थिंकिंग, ही इज सेइंग ही इज द मास्टर ऑफ मेनी थ्रीज, he is the master of many threes. See, there is a very nice thing in Krishna consciousness. Those of us who like some intellectual jugglery, if you read Krishna book or in 10th canto, you will see there is a 1 to 10, very nice Krishna conscious 1 to 10 described there. Like one Krishna, then 2 body and soul, then 3 modes of material nature, then 4 types of prasadam, or 4 types of purushartha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, then 5, then 6, like that. Everything has a very nice interpretation. So one can make a very nice, just like people make ABCD. A for, देखो ये एसोसिएशन बोल रहा है, मतलब मैं बोलने वाला था ए फॉर एप्पल, बी फॉर बॉल, सी फॉर कैट, ऐसा बोलते हैं ना बचपन में सिखाते हैं, ए फॉर एप्पल, बी फॉर बॉय, सी फॉर कैट, डी फॉर डॉग। सिमिलरली डिवोटीज हैव मेड ए कृष्णा कॉन्शियस एबीसीडी, उसके बुक में है, आई नो, दैट्स व्हाट ही वाज अबाउट टू शो नाउ। ही हैज रिटन ए फॉर एसोसिएशन, बी फॉर बुक, सी फॉर चैंटिंग, डी फॉर डाइट, ई फॉर एंगेजमेंट। अच्छा, जेड का भी डाल दिया है। जेड का क्या डाल दिया? जूम मीटिंग फॉर क्लासेस। दिस इज कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस, कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस। सिमिलरली 1 to 10 का है, देयर इज अ वन, दैट इज व्हाट उद्धव इज डूइंग हियर। व्हाट इज उद्धव सेइंग? कृष्णा इज द मास्टर ऑफ डिफरेंट थ्रीज। व्हाट ऑल थ्रीज? फर्स्ट थ्री इज ही इज द मास्टर ऑफ 3 modes of material nature. What are the 3 modes of material nature? Sattva-gun, Rajogun and Tamogun. Krishna is the master of these 3. What other 3 Krishna is the master of? 3 principal potencies. What are the 3 principal potencies of Krishna? Internal energy, external energy and marginal energy. Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti and Tatastha Shakti. That's the other 3 he is thinking of. Then he is thinking of 3 pairs of opulences. We know definition of Bhagavan, 6 things. So 3 pairs. मतलब 3 pairs मतलब 3 into 2, 6, right? The fame, beauty, knowledge, renunciation, wealth, strength, those 6. So he's thinking of that. As Abhay Govind is telling, 3 gunas of material, तो 3 गुना हो गया। हाँ, 3 worlds, 3 worlds बोलते हैं, तीनों लोक। रावण तीनों लोकों का स्वामी है, लाइक दैट ही यूज्ड टू बी वेरी प्राउड। तो 3 लोक क्या हो गए? द लोअर वर्ल्ड्स, अर्थ के नीचे वाले, अर्थली प्लानिटरी सिस्टम्स, एंड अर्थ के ऊपर वाले, इसको 3 लोक बोलते हैं। कहीं कहीं 3 लोग बोलते हैं, कहीं कहीं 14 लोग बोलते हैं, 14 भुवन, 14 प्लानिटरी सिस्टम, विच इज राइट? 3 है कि 14 है? हाँ, तो वो सारे ऊपर के सारे को एक बोल देते हैं, बीच वाला और फिर नीचे वाला, ऐसा करके 3 भी बोल सकते हैं, और 14 डिटेल्स में जाएंगे तो 14 भी बोल सकते हैं, लाइक दैट। तो दीज 3 का मास्टर्स। देन 3 पुरुष अवतार का मास्टर। हु आर द 3 पुरुष अवतार? लाइन से चलेंगे, लाइन से चलेंगे। पहला कारणोदक विष्णु, ऑल्सो नोन एज महाविष्णु। देन गर्भोदक विष्णु, एंड देन शिरोदक विष्णु। शिरोदक विष्णु कहाँ रहते हैं? पर एज परमात्मा इन अवर हार्ट एंड इन द लोकल वैकुंठा प्लानेट। हर ब्रह्मांड में एक वैकुंठा प्लानेट होता है, श्वेत द्वीप, जहां पे ध्रुव लोक है। ध्रुव को उधर ही भेज दिया, जो हम लोग देखते हैं ना सीरियल्स में, वो देवी देवता लोग सागर किनारे जाकर प्रार्थना कर रहे हैं, वो कहाँ जाते हैं देवी देवता लोग? क्षीर सागर के किनारे। So Shiro means milk. So Shiro Dakshay Vishnu is that Vishnu who is sleeping in the milk ocean. And same Vishnu is the one who is there as Paramatma in our heart. Shiro Dakshay Vishnu. And Garbhodakshay Vishnu, where does he stay? In the Garbhodak ocean. हर ब्रह्मांड में आधा जो ब्रह्मांड है वो गर्भोदक ओशन से भरा हुआ है, वहां पे वो लेटे हुए हैं। एंड उन्हीं के नेवल से ब्रह्मा निकलते हैं, नॉट फ्रॉम शिरोदक्षय विष्णु। एंड उसी में 14 प्लानिटरी सिस्टम्स होते हैं, द होल यूनिवर्स इज मेड। एंड वेर इज कारणोदक्षय विष्णु लाइंग डाउन? इन द कारण ओशन, कारण और कौशल और विराज नदी। और गंगा जी कहां से? गंगा जी कौन है? विराज नदी का ही पार्ट है, विराज रिवर, लाइक दैट। सो दीज 3 पुरुष अवतार्स के भी मास्टर हैं, 3 वर्ल्ड्स के मास्टर हैं, 3 मोड्स के मास्टर हैं, 3 गुना अवतार। ये तो 3 पुरुष अवतार हो गए। 3 गुना अवतार, ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश। सो ब्रह्मा इज द गुण अवतार ऑफ in charge of mode of passion. Shivji is in charge of mode of ignorance, and Vishnu is in charge of mode of goodness. Yes. And ignorance is related to destruction, passion is related to creation, and goodness is related to maintenance. Out of three, which is most difficult? To create a center is easy. To destroy a center, मेरे को बुला लीजिए, destroy कर दूंगा. Destroy a center is easy, but to maintain the center nicely, with highest quality, with all cleanliness, with things not lying here and there, with all services going nicely, that is where the challenge is. And that is where we all will be tested. Real test of ISKCON Sarjapur Road congregation is not in creation of center. All devotees will come say, Hari Bol, it's so nice, they will say like that. And after 1 year, they'll come, Hari, what happened? Everything is kind of collapsing. Earlier, 100 devotees were coming. We made bigger temple hall thinking more devotees will come, but gradually devotees are going down. No. Real challenge is maintenance. And therefore, maintenance department is taken by whom? Krishna himself. He tells Shivji, you take care of destroying. He tells Brahma, you take care of creation. And he says, I myself will maintain, you all will not be able to do. Like that he says. So Uddhav is now first quality what he remembered, asamya atishaya. Now we can remember these things now. By repeatedly hearing, we remember. And then what will happen next day when we take bath in the shower, ठंडा पानी गिरेगा, अचानक से मुंह से ये निकलेगा, अरे असम्य अतिशय. The more we hear, see what we remember. One more point about remembrance is, हम वही remember कर पाएंगे जो हम सुन रहे हैं, जो हमारी चेतना में है. Whatever is in our consciousness, we will remember that. दिन भर पैसा के बारे में सोचेंगे, अरे स्टॉक इधर जा रहा है, उधर जा रहा है, इधर जा रहा है, किधर जा रहा है, स्टॉक किधर जा रहा है मालूम नहीं. पेपर पढ़ रहे हैं तो क्या दिख रहा है? स्टॉक. In my office, there was this another manager who sits next to me in my cabin, and this manager was telling me, अरे विशाल, you are very fortunate. I said, क्या हुआ? बोलते हैं आप स्टॉक के बारे में सोचते नहीं हो. बोला हाँ नहीं सोचते. He said, this is like, and I told him, you are not nice, you have so much financial knowledge, you are financially smart, he knows where to invest, how to invest, when to spend. He said, no, but that knowledge has become a curse for me. I said, what happened? He said, no, it is so overpowering me that anytime he sees anything, he sees money only. Anything, he sees money only. In fact, any news in the world, he told me like that literally. He told any news in the world, government collapsing, or somebody winning election, somebody losing election, one company launching a new product, any news in the world, he says he relates it to stock. Now this means which stock will go up, which stock will go down. So he is what conscious? Stock conscious. इतना stock conscious नहीं होने का. क्या होने का हमको? Krishna conscious. मैं इधर क्यों गया? Why I went to stock market? हाँ रिमेंबर है. So whatever हम जो सोच रहे हैं सारा टाइम, that is what we'll remember. जो input ले रहे हैं, very important. Remember this very nice saying. Sow a thought, reap a word. Sow a word, reap an action. Sow an action, reap a habit. ये तुम्हारा नेक्स्ट बुक में लिखने के लिए. Reap a habit, sow a habit, reap a character. A character. Sow a character, reap a destiny. तो क्या सीक्वेंस है? शुरू कहां से होता है? थॉट्स से. थॉट्स आपका थॉट्स ही नहीं रहेगा, जल्दी क्या बन जाएगा? वर्ड्स बन जाएगा. पहले वर्ड्स बनेगा. कुछ लोग बोलते हैं नहीं नहीं मेरे वर्ड्स पे मत जाओ, मेरे विचारों को देखो. अरे अगर आपके विचार महान होंगे ना, तो धीरे धीरे वर्ड्स भी महान होंगे. सो ये सब एक्सक्यूज की बात है. ठीक है, ऑल ऑफ अ सडन चेंज डजंट हैपन, पर आज नहीं तो कल, कल नहीं तो परसों, परसों नहीं तो आफ्टर 1 year तो चेंज दिखना चाहिए ना. इफ योर थॉट्स आर गुड, इफ योर थॉट्स आर गुड, योर वर्ड्स विल बी गुड. इफ योर वर्ड्स आर गुड, योर एक्शन. अरे नहीं नहीं मेरे एक्शंस को मत देखो, मैं जो बोलता हूं वो सुनो. अच्छा, बातें तो बड़ी बड़ी सब करते हैं, ये तो मैं भी कर रहा हूं बड़ी बड़ी बातें. सो बातों से कुछ नहीं होता है, हमको एक्शंस में दिखना चाहिए. Correct? So words will and should become actions, and that's a fact. And if actions are not like that, means your words are also not good. And if your words are not good, means your thoughts are also not good. It works both ways. Both ways. Both ways. पर हमको अपने ऊपर अप्लाई करने के लिए सोचना है कि देखो I have to take care of my actions also. बट सामने वाले का अगर एक्शन खराब है तो सोचना है कि नहीं नहीं उसका वर्ड्स अच्छे हैं, उसका इंटेंशन अच्छा होगा. सो एवरी राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज रॉन्ग अंडरस्टैंडिंग. बट कमिंग बैक, सो थॉट से क्या बन जाता है जल्दी ही? वर्ड्स. वर्ड से जल्दी ही क्या बन जाता है? एक्शंस. और एक्शन से क्या बन जाता है? हैबिट्स. हैबिट्स, और हैबिट से क्या बन जाता है? कैरेक्टर। दैट्स व्हाट वी आर, वॉट एवर इज आवर हैबिट, दैट इज व्हाट वी आर। कोई बोलेगा नहीं नहीं ये तो मेरा हैबिट ऐसा है इसलिए, नहीं नहीं पर मैं ऐसा नहीं हूं। अरे आप ऐसे हो इसलिए आपका हैबिट ऐसा है, नहीं तो आपका हैबिट ऐसा नहीं होता। अपने आप को एक्सक्यूजेस देना अपने को बंद करना है, नहीं तो कभी चेंज नहीं करेंगे। One quote of my spiritual master which I always like to remember is, we have come in this world not to prove but to improve। हम इस दुनिया में क्यों आए हैं? कुछ प्रूव करने के लिए नहीं, देखो मैं कितना महान हूं, अरे देखो गलती किया, पकड़ा ना तुमको, बहुत हीरो बन के घूमते थे, पकड़ लिया। नो नो नो, वी हैव नॉट कम हियर टू प्रूव बट टू इम्प्रूव। सो हैबिट्स, हैबिट से कैरेक्टर, और कैरेक्टर से डेस्टिनी। आपका भविष्य आपके हाथों में है। वी ओनली डिसाइड अवर फ्यूचर बाय दिस। सो द रीजन आई वेंट हियर इज, शुरू कहां से हो रहा है सब? थॉट से। और थॉट्स कैसे बनता है? हु कैन टेल मी दिस? हाउ डज थॉट्स फॉर्म, और हाउ डज डिजायर्स फॉर्म? बोथ। इनपुट, इनपुट दिन भर जो हम इनपुट ले रहे हैं, चाहे रीडिंग के फॉर्म में, बुक्स के फॉर्म में, या हियरिंग के फॉर्म में, ऑडियो के फॉर्म में, या वीडियो के फॉर्म में, पिक्चर्स के फॉर्म में, शब्द रूप रस गंध स्पर्श, ऑल दी सेंसेस से जो इनपुट ले रहे हैं, वही हमारे थॉट्स को शेप कर रहा है और वही हमारे फ्यूचर को शेप कर रहा है। इसलिए द मोर वी हियर अबाउट कृष्णा द मोर वी रिमेंबर कृष्णा। तो यहां में मैं क्यों डिस्ट्रैक्ट हुआ? बिकॉज आई वाज सेइंग द मोर वी रीड हियर, द मोर वी रीड हियर, द मोर वी, उतना ही नेचुरली वील रिमेंबर कृष्णा। इवन व्हेन टेकिंग बाथ वील रिमेंबर कृष्णा। You know, one devotee was telling me, when I go to toilet, I think of this material world. This material world is like a toilet. Get out of it as soon as possible. Our youth devotees, boys in my time, they will put all these things in toilet. They have put this quote, this world. So you are sitting doing what? Let's not think about that. But let's say you are sitting in toilet. सामने क्या quote लगा कर रखा है voice में? This world is like a toilet. Get out of it as soon as possible. But you see today's material civilization, toilet has become so posh. People are liking to spend more and more time in toilet. Some in aeroplane, I saw one magazine, उसमें ऐड था, टॉयलेट के अंदर लाइब्रेरी है, लाइब्रेरी ऑफ बुक्स। So material civilization is completely opposite only. Of course, it does not mean we every right understanding. प्रभु जी, ये टॉयलेट आपको जो इतना गंदा दिख रहा है ना, you are seeing this dirty toilet. Deliberately, we have made it dirty, Prabhu, so that we can remember and realize that this material world is like a toilet and we should get out of it. That's not the understanding. We should try to keep our toilet as clean as possible, but more clean than the home. There is one more thing which I always like to remember. I am distracting from Krishna a little bit, but this is important. अगर किसी के घर में जाना है और आपको जानना है कि घर साफ सुथरा है कि नहीं, if you have to go in somebody's home and you have to check whether these people are, जैसे those boys who want to get married, those boys who are looking for girl, or those girls who are looking for boys, if you have to check how clean they are. See, you have to see so many things now when you are getting married. Compatibility of mind, compatibility of body, families, nature, so many compatibility. So if you have to check whether they are clean or not, what to do? Let's say you go to their home. अभी होम दिख रहा है, गेस्ट रूम, लिविंग रूम, तो सबका कोई आने से पहले सब खट 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 एवरीथिंग बिकम्स नाइस. Go to toilet. Go to toilet. Similarly, I tell students what I tell. I used to tell this to my son a lot. मेरे को अपना फेयर कॉपी मत दिखाओ, पहले अपना रफ कॉपी दिखाओ. If your rough copy is also clean, means you are ultra clean. You see, same thing. So how you know this? Huh? नहीं clean रह जाएगा. Every right understanding is wrong. But yeah, this is amazing. Actually, I mean, once if you are a student, one very nice way of living life is to be a student. And what to learn? There are so many things to learn, and the best thing to learn is Krishna and Krishna Bhakti. Krishna and Krishna Bhakti. Then our focus is always on self-improvement, self-development, self-improvement. Anyway, we'll quickly finish this. So, Asamya Atishaya, no one is equal and superior to him. Second is Trayadhish. He is a master of so many threes. So many threes we talked about. Third he is saying, Swarajya Lakshmi Apta Samasta Kamaha. He is supremely independent and all his desires are fulfilled as he is the husband of goddess of fortune. Swarajya, just like Bhagavatam first shloka talks about Swaraj. Swaraj means what? He is completely independent. वो किसी पे dependent नहीं है. कृष्णा किसी पे dependent नहीं. He is Swaraj. Similarly, he is saying Swarajya. Lakshmi apta samast kamha. He uh, at some place it is said apta kam. Here he says apta samast kam. Apta samast kam means whatever desires Krishna has. Does he need anybody to fulfill those desires? He can himself fulfill all his desires. Therefore, Krishna is called as Atma Ram also and Apta Kam also. And here Uddhav is saying Apta Samasta Kam. All his desires he can himself fulfill. Why? Because he is the master of all the goddess of fortune. Third quality. Fourth quality he is saying Balim Haradbhish Chira Loka Palay. He is worshipped by eternal maintenance of the creation with various paraphernalia. Balim Haradbhish Chira Loka Palay. He is worshipped by eternal maintenance of the creation. जो भी दिक्पाल वगैरह हैं, जो भी डेमीगॉड्स हैं, जो भी मेंटेनेंस ऑफ द एंटायर क्रिएशन है, दे आर वर्शिपिंग हिम कॉन्स्टेंटली. एंड देन द लास्ट क्वालिटी ही इज थिंकिंग ऑफ इज किरीट कोटि एदित पाद पीठः. His feet are honored by millions of helmets that touch them. Millions of helmets are touching his feet constantly. That means millions of people are constantly bowing down to him. There is a pastime. Once Brahmaji, our Brahmaji, went to Vaikuntha to see Krishna. And he was stopped at the door. And the guard said, "Who are you? What do you want to do?" He said, "Tell Krishna Brahma has come." So the security guards, Jai Vijay होंगे, वो अंदर गए, कृष्णा को बोले, "Krishna Brahma has come." Krishna understood Brahma has become a little proud. Go tell Krishna Brahma has come. So Krishna told the security guards, "Go ask him which Brahma he is." And when the security guards came to Brahma and said, "Which Brahma are you?" Brahmaji became confused. Brahma thought, हम ही हैं. हम हैं तो क्या कम है, like that Brahmaji was thinking. He was thinking, I am at the top, sitting at the top, you know. He said, "Which Brahma? What do you mean which Brahma?" And then Krishna revealed him a scene. What scene Krishna revealed? Krishna immediately in his mind, he called for so many other Brahmas. How many Brahmas are there? As many universes. And how many universes? Ananta Koti. Infinite universes are there. And as many Brahmand, हर ब्रह्मा का एक ब्रह्मांड है. और हमारे तो बहुत छोटे ब्रह्मा हैं, केवल 4 मुंह वाले हैं, क्योंकि हमारा यूनिवर्स 4 बिलियन माइल्स लंबा है. See what all Bhagavatam is telling. Our universe is 4 billion miles long, and therefore our Brahma is 4-headed Brahma. But there are 10-headed, 100-headed Brahmas, बड़े बड़े ब्रह्मा. तो कृष्णा ने ना ये ब्रह्मा को बुलाने से पहले इन सबको बुला लिया. और when this Brahma and all these, what were they doing? They were all bowing down to Krishna. उनके helmets, they were touching the feet, और ऐसा lightning हो रहा था, thunderstorm जैसा lightning. When their helmets, mukut, were touching the ground, bowing down to Krishna. And when our Brahma went, he said, ये तो सारे ब्रह्मा है, मैं कौन? He was thinking I am like an insect in front of them. And then his pride went down like that. So that's what Uddhav is remembering here. And then, just to cut it short, because it's 9:08, I'll just take 5 more minutes. So then Uddhav went on to remember right from Krishna's appearance, Vrindavan pastimes, Mathura pastimes, Kurukshetra pastimes, Dwarka pastimes. One by one, like that, Uddhav is remembering all. Actually, Vidur had inquired about disappearance. विदुर ने पूछा था ना, क्या हो गया, सब कैसे है, सब ठीक है? उद्धव ने बोला था कि नहीं कृष्णा तो चले गए. विदुर ने बोला और बताइए. तो विदुर वांटेड टू नो मोर अबाउट द डिस्टर्बेंस ऑफ द लॉर्ड. भाई क्या हो गया, कैसे हो गया? विदुर वांटेड टू नो दैट. बट उद्धव, इंस्टेड ऑफ टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट फर्स्ट, व्हाट इज उद्धव डूइंग? ही इज रिमेंबरिंग ऑल द गुण रूप लीला नाम धाम ऑफ कृष्णा. Acharya say, Prabhupada writes in the purport that devotees don't like to discuss about the disappearance of Krishna. अगर आप देखोगे इस्कॉन में भी, that pastime which happened ना, where the hunter shot the arrow, and Krishna left this world, that pastime is not discussed much, because devotees, though Krishna's appearance and disappearance is absolute, there is no difference. जैसे sun उगता है और sun अस्त होता है, just like sun rises and sun sets, both are same only, no difference. Both are absolute. Still devotees don't like to hear about Krishna's going away, because devotees love Krishna. आप किसी को जब प्रेम करते हो तो नहीं चाहते ना वो जाए. You want him to be there with you. So devotees therefore like to discuss more about the appearance and activities of Krishna. Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tattvataha. So therefore Uddhav is now remembering, Hare Krishna aise aaye. And I'll just quickly do a quick this thing of what Uddhav is remembering. Krishna aaye Vasudev. So demigods had all prayed to Brahma कि अर्थ का रक्षा करो, कंस बहुत अत्याचार कर रहा है. कंस is doing a lot of atrocities on earth. So all demigods went to Brahma, and Brahma is a class monitor, class representative. So Brahma is going to Vishnu to pray, and then Krishna appears in the womb of Devaki, so Vasudev Devaki, and then Krishna tells Vasudev कि भाई मेरे को ले जाओ. तो जन्माष्टमी में ना ये वाला चैप्टर पढ़ना बहुत अच्छा है, Because this chapter summarizes all Krishna's pastimes. And who is doing this? Uddhav. Why? Because Vidura is inquiring. Okay, this is Canto 3, Chapter 2 and 3. 3.2, 3.3. Every Janmashtami, even if we can't read whole Bhagavatam, even if we can't read one canto, we can read these one or two chapters every Janmashtami, or every now and then. And then he's remembering, oh, then he went there, he killed Putana, he killed so many demons one by one. Remember on Janmashtami day, we discussed how every demon is one anartha in our heart, right? Like that. So then he remembered how, he ran away from Jarasandh when Jarasandh was attacking. And then he remembered how he went to Mathura and then he killed Kamsa. And then he's remembering how he arranged Kurukshetra war to kill all the demon kings. All demon kings को एक जगह लाने का, एक साथ मार देने का. Efficient. See, in seva we should be very efficient. Krishna is also very efficient. Sometimes when these mass earthquakes come, earthquakes or natural disaster, they are also that only. Many people in one shot have to be killed. This is called collective karma. So that is what is happening. Similarly, Krishna arranged for all of these demoniac kings to come in Mahabharat Kurukshetra battlefield and killed all of them. And then in Dwarka, and then he married 16,100 princesses, who, again, another very important thing there. Krishna killed Narakasur. What is another name of Narakasur? Bhaumasur. Who is Bhaumasur? Krishna's son. When Krishna came as Varaha and earth se son hua tha Bhauma. So he was a very nice boy, devotee boy. But you know what? He went into bad association of Banasur. बानासुर के गलत संगति में पड़ गया भौमा, कृष्ण का बेटा, तो क्या बन गया? भौमासुर, जिसको नरकासुर भी बोलते हैं. One very important lesson: association changes our direction. Even if you are Krishna's son, हम लोग, we are as such, all of us are Krishna's children, but from a pastime perspective, even if you are Krishna's son, in bad association you can become a demon to such an extent that Krishna, your own father, will kill you. So Krishna killed Narakasur. And then Narakasur ने किसको कैद करके रखा हुआ था? 16,100 princesses. And then they told, now nobody will take us, you will have to marry us. Krishna said, yes, anyway, I'm pati of everybody. There is one lecture we do to all unmarried boys. Learning to be a pati from Supreme Pati. Learning to be a pati from Supreme Pati. Who is Supreme Pati? So anyway, so Krishna said, yes, I will marry you all. And then Krishna married 16,100 princesses. And Krishna actually expanded in that many forms and married everybody. How many wives Krishna had? Total? 16,100? 8. There were 8 others. Satyabhama, Rukmani, Jamvati and all of that. And then he talks about Ras Leela and everything. And then he says, of course, Ras Leela to Vrindavan mein ho gaya, wahan se nikal ke aaye. And then he says that how Kurukshetra hua. And then he established Yudhishthira as the king. And he helped Yudhishthira do 3 Ashwamedh sacrifices. And then how he saved Parikshit in the womb of Uttara. And then he said, and then finally, he arranged in such a way that the Yadus will kill themselves. Because Yadus were very powerful. And Krishna, after Krishna's leaving, it was not certain what they would do. And Krishna did not want that to happen. That, you never know what they will do. So Krishna arranged for some pastime in such a way that the Yadus will kill themselves. And that is what will come in the 4th chapter now. That how Yadus will kill themselves so that Krishna's full plan is over. So this 2nd and 3rd, these things get discussed here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Tantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Any questions or comments? Yes, Mother. Yeah. So Parinita Mataji's question is that we said there are so many Brahmas. So is it that there are so many Narad Munis and all that? No. Narad Muni is a particular living entity. And we are talking about this universe wherein we know more details. In other universes, but the concept of demigods, concept of rishis, concept of manus, these things will be there in all other universes as well. And Lord's pastimes, incarnations. But individual people will all be different. But Narad Muni can go from any universe to any universe. So therefore, there also there will be, so now we don't know this, whether there is one Narad Muni or multiple Narad Muni, but this Narad Muni can go to any universe. He is a transcendental this thing. So probably then Narad Muni would be one, if he is going everywhere. Otherwise confusion ho jayega na, wahan wale Narad Muni hai ki wahan, because it's not a post. See, Brahma is a post. Therefore, we say there are so many Brahmas, just like there are so many chief ministers in India. Correct? Because chief minister is a post. But Narad Muni is the name of a particular person. right? And that will be one. However, so Prabhupada, our Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, is a name of a particular person. But this Prabhupada is everywhere. Why? Because Krishna can, just like Krishna can be at many places, Krishna can empower a living entity to be at many places. So Prabhupada here, right now he is also in Shashadipuram temple and he is in every ISKCON temple. And he is actually there because Krishna can empower a living entity to be everywhere. So दोनों बातें हैं माता जी. So yeah. Any other question? Yes, ma'am. As what I said, Mataji, this is what I've heard. One main thing which it teaches is, even if you are Krishna's son, if you are in bad association, you can become a demon. Number one. And number two, even if you are Krishna's son, Krishna will kill you if you are a demon. Krishna does not like it. So Krishna is not partial that ये तो मेरा बेटा है इसको छोड़ दो. No. No. Krishna likes to do according to whatever it is. But of course, at a higher level, we know Krishna मार भी रहे हैं तो उनका प्रेम ही है. Just like a mother beats children or chastises children. So these are the two things I have heard, Mataji, about that. Okay. Any other last quick question or comment? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.